Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you, and I'm sure, just like everybody else, I'm sitting at home. I'm getting all fired up for WWE Battleground 2014. I know a lot of people really thought of Battleground as just sort of like a middle of the ground sort of pay-per-view last year. Just nothing really happened. If it wasn't for the tag match between the Rhodes brothers going up against the Shield, it wasn't going to be anything that anybody really remembered. I know that my good buddy Ravi, he went to the show, and I remember that he was sort of kicking rocks in the week before going to Buffalo to see this show, thinking that it wasn't going to be that great to begin with. But I didn't get to watch the whole show. I only got to watch from the point I got home. I got to see the ending of the Rhodes brothers match. I can't really say if that was that great, but I just really didn't remember anything about this show. Bray Wyatt versus Kofi Kingston was on borderline of being boring. CM Punk versus Ryback, to me, honestly, really was boring. Not a fan of babyface CM Punk at all. It changes 100% of the way he wrestles. I think the way that he's a heel and he does his heel tactics is the one thing that I really love about him. He really is able to run his mouth a whole lot more, and he's basically able to cheat, and he's pretty much a dirtball when he does stuff like that, and I really liked it. But when it comes down to it, the match that this video is mostly going to be about is Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton, and how you would think that this was going to be the match that they really, put the stamp on Daniel Bryan, and it was time to go. You go back in time, Daniel Bryan beats John Cena at SummerSlam. I was there. I was going bananas. I was going, I was going crazy. One of the biggest moments ever. And then, 3 minutes later, Triple H, hits the pedigree on Bryan. Orton slides in with a briefcase. 1, 2, 3. Bryan screwed out of the belt, and we got an angle to run with. We go from there. We go to the Night of Champions, which was in Detroit. My good buddy Justin went to that show, I do believe. And Bryan wins the championship with a fast count from Scott Armstrong. The next night, Triple H comes out calling out Armstrong, saying that the fix was in, that Daniel Bryan had bought off the referee, so he took the title, stripped it away, and you were going to have one more match to basically decide who was the WWE champion going to be, Daniel Bryan or Randy Orton. We get down to this one. I don't know what it was, if, because they'd had a match before and maybe they wanted it to be different or pace it different, but I never really thought that Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton were on the same page here as I watched this match. It just was a slow, build up to the finish, where it looked like, it looked like Daniel Bryan was going to make Randy Orton tap out before Big Show comes out of the back. This whole angle of Big Show, honestly, to me, was just, I don't know. The whole time it was going on, I thought it was horrible, to the point where I thought that we were actually going to see Triple H versus Big Show at Hell in the Cell, and I thought that was a match that I really wanted to see. After, Big Show at, I think Big Show actually had the match at Hell in the Cell against Randy Orton, and then we thought it TLC. Anyway, one way or another, I thought that, Survivor Series was the pay-per-view that Big Show screwed up. Back east, I remember it was Survivor Series, Randy Orton against Big Show, and I think that nobody was really behind Big Show at that point, and that's why they pulled the plug on him. But they did the whole angle with Big Show, where basically he had made bad investments in his life. I think they said he bought a strip mall, and because of that, Big Show was going to lose his house. Triple H stepped in as a way to he thought was going to buy off the monster by saving his house. That WWE was going to let him live in his house. All he had to do was, act out the bidding, and that was make sure Daniel Bryan didn't win the championship. And, this all led to us watching Big Show cry and having Big Show having to knock out people on Raw. But Big Show came running down to the ring here. He didn't want to do it, but he knew he had to. He knocked out Daniel Bryan, which led to him knocking out the replacement referee. He knocked out Randy Orton, and the match just ends in a no contest. And how WWE thinks that you can end, hey, look, Brawl for All's on the WWE Network right now. But how they think a pay-per-view can just end in a no contest, especially one that was before the WWE Network where you actually had to pay for it, is just beyond trash to me. These people, if they were at the arena, some paid hundreds of dollars to go to this show. Some probably, flew in order to get there. Plus, as being a WWE fan all over the country, it's not a guarantee that, WWE's going to come to you with a great show. Sometimes you get Raw, sometimes you get SmackDown. Honestly, when it comes down to it, only 12 of us get a pay-per-view a year that's close enough for us to go to. So, a pay-per-view actually comes to our city. You head out to it and you get Battleground. It's the shits. No good. No bueno here, WWE. A pay-per-view ending in a no contest. I know they all can't have Hogan versus Andre. They can't all have a WrestleMania feel to them. But your main event for the championship needs to have a finish. And, I got a shitty taste in my mouth right now heading into 2014. I'm going to end this video now. I'm going to watch Bart Gunn versus Butterbean here at Raised Knocked Out. I didn't end the video. I didn't end the video fast enough. But that's it. Peace out. Everybody look out. Battleground 2014. We got 2 pre-show matches. Adam Rose versus Van Dango added. So it's going to be a good one. Peace out, everybody.